What's up, Sigma males? This is Alex from Sigma Spirit. Welcome to the Sigma Spirit channel, where Sigma males, empaths, introverts, various different types of people can learn more about who they are. Make sure you like this video if you like this kind of content. If you believe in these ideas and they give you some sort of value, make sure you like them, because they help these ideas grow, they help these ideas spread, they keep me in business, keep me alive, and I can keep giving my gifts to you. So today I want to talk about empaths and how empaths might have some trouble making money, and also how I suggest that they go about making money. If they follow these certain rules, these parameters, then it's a lot easier for them to make money. Because I'll tell you in a minute why I think it's important for them to make money, and also why it's a little difficult for them to make money. So I watched a video a long time ago about why empaths should make money, and the video was actually titled something like How Empaths Can Make Money. But the video was a bit of a clickbait, in that watching this video I never really got the full solution. And watching this video made me think about how empaths can make money. So basically in the video, this woman talks about how she believes that it's important for empaths to make money because empaths will do the right thing with their money. And while that's nice to hear, it doesn't really explain why or how they can go about making money. First off, if you don't know what an empath is, I suggest you watch another video we have on the topic, in which I talk about empaths, my story, empaths being Sigma males, and the troubles that they might encounter as people, as men, as masculine characters. And if you don't know, an empath is someone who feels the world in a way that most people can't imagine that they would feel. It's a very deep feeling. It's a very, very strong sensitivity to the world. And this kind of empathetic feeling is a little different from normal empathy. It's very deep. You can feel people's emotions. You can feel people's pain. You can feel people's sadness, as well as enjoy very advanced levels of happiness. So basically, an empath is someone who can feel the range of human existence, unlike most people. Very open, very sensitive to various things. And that sort of personality, being highly sensitive, while we might see lots of artists with that personality, lots of musicians, lots of influential people, it might be a little difficult for us to make money as empaths. And why is that? Well, I think it has to do with the fact that empaths are sensitive, and it's very difficult for certain types of sensitivity to just exist in a job. There's a very specific kind of person that is required in today's world to sort of go work for a company and go have a job and all of those kind of things, all of those avenues to make money. It takes a very certain type of person to just ignore the reality of what they're doing. So I think that an empath really can't just ignore those realities. They can't ignore the fact that maybe their values don't align with the organization, or maybe they feel like they're not doing the right thing. So that sort of incongruence makes it very difficult for empaths to make money. So what's the solution here? So first, I would say, understand when we talk about value, we talk about various things like that. You need to understand the concept of value and money and all these different types of big picture things. So money really is the thing that you exchange the value you give to the world, and in return you get that money back. So when you think about being an empath or some sort of person who's on a different path, making money in different means, you really have to think about value before you think about money, and understand that people will pay for very different kinds of value. So right now, 2020, It's a great time to be someone trying to make money because there's so many people out there who will pay for different kinds of value. We're entering this era in the world where we have small tribes of people who follow small content makers, and those content creators give a certain type of value, and this small tribe is willing to pay them. So it's not just all these big companies that are making money. And why is that? Because now more than ever, we are understanding that people will pay for very different kinds of value. Maybe back in the day, you had companies like a beer company and a plane company, and maybe all these different people spent their money on this kind of beer, and all these different kind of people spent money on this kind of airline. But nowadays we have just so much abundance, but we also have abundance of people who are willing to explore new hobbies. So we have things like float tanks, for example. For many people, they would look at float tanks and say, why the hell would I pay to sit in darkness in a warm bath? That makes no sense. But on the other hand, there are people who value that. And now more than ever, I find that we've spread out various values, various hobbies, various interests. So as an empath, if you understand that no matter what you find is interesting, someone will pay for that kind of value. Whatever value you can bring them is what they'll actually pay for you. And it's helpful to think about life in that way, to start to think about the fact that you have many valuable things about you. It's not just the people in the penthouses and the most successful, the most wealthy people. It's ultimately on you. You have value that you can bring someone. My second suggestion for you, if you want to learn how to make money, keep money, give value as an empath, is to remember to protect yourself. So as an empath, you're going to be a little open to the world, which means you're going to be open to abuse, toxicity, negativity, fear, all of those things. And if you don't know how to protect yourself, then you're going to be working at half capacity. You're going to be drained all the time. You're going to be angry. You're going to be carrying other people's emotions around on your shoulders. So one key for that is to develop these boundaries that you have, these strong boundaries as an empath, because those boundaries are not to keep people out. They're to protect you, and they're to protect you so that you can focus on giving your gift. Which brings me to my third point for you. As an empath, if you really want to make money, you need to focus on the great work of your life. And this is something that I read in the book, The Great Work of Your Life, where he talks about everyone has this dharma. Everyone has this work that they're supposed to be doing in the world. It's your gift. It's the special zone you're supposed to be in, and you're supposed to use this avenue to give value to the world because it's your path to mastery. And that to me was life-changing, to learn about that stuff and to understand that all of us have a calling. And it's not just some woo-woo thing like you hear in a high school counselor's office. It's true. Everyone has a calling. So if you're an empath wondering how you can make money, it absolutely is to follow that calling and to discover that calling. Why is that? Because as a sensitive person, as someone who has these certain parameters through which you can be successful, your soul, your body, your mind is not going to let you achieve greatness through any other avenue other than the one that you are here to, the one which you were put on earth to do, the one you're here to accomplish. And I think that's powerful because many of us struggle. Many of us empaths, highly sensitive people, we struggle in life. I think of Kanye West, who's a very well-known, highly sensitive person. He calls him highly sensitive, HSP. And I think about who he would be if he couldn't do music. And I imagine that he probably wouldn't be alive today if he couldn't do music. There's only one avenue for someone like that, and that's music for him. And the last thing I would tell you to do would be to remember your why. So you've gone on this journey towards discovering exactly what you should do, how to do it. And as an empath, you need to remember why you do it. there has to be a bigger reason for empaths. We are sensitive. We take on people's pain. Many times we feel like we're at the center of the universe, and yet we definitely feel like we're on the fringes. We feel like we're at the cause of some great thing that's happening in the world, like we can actually change the world. And to change the world, you have to remember your why. You have to remember why exactly you're here. Why are you on this planet? Why are you doing what you do? Because if you forget that why, you forget that burning desire by which you're chasing this way to give value, you're going to hit the first hurdle, the first roadblock, and you're just going to collapse. So those are my pieces of advice for you. If you're an empath, you want to learn how to make money, you've struggled in the past making money, that's my advice for you. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one.